Let's start off by removing this cutting board and taking a better look at it. According to the label, it states that this board is 6 inches by 8 inches by 3/8 of an inch thick. So let's continue to remove it from its packaging and take a better look. I inspect both sides to determine which side is best for engraving. After that, I get my calipers to take an exact thickness measurement. To my surprise, the thickness was 0.4 inches, which is 0.025 inches thicker than what the label says it was. And according to the Glowforge website, 1/2 inch is the maximum thickness that you can safely engrave on the crumb tray. So this 0.4 inch cutting board can be safely engraved on the surface of the crumb tray without having to remove it. I then opened up Adobe Illustrator to make my cutting board design. The rounded rectangle will be used to align the pattern on the cutting board. Once done, I saved it as an SVG file. I'm now going to apply paper adhesive masking to the cutting board to prepare it for the laser. I cut off a piece of masking and using a scrap piece of acrylic, I squeegeed the masking firmly onto the cutting board. I grabbed my X-Acto knife and I cut off the excess around the board. Applying this masking will prevent the laser from burning or scorching your board around the engraved areas. I now load a square piece of scrap MDF along the right lip of the crumb tray. I place my cutting board against the straight edge of the MDF. This will ensure that the cutting board is square to the printer head. I'm now looking at the board through the Glowforge app, and I want to enter in the thickness of the cutting board. So I click the Unknown Material button, then the Uncertified Material button. It is at this point where I can enter in 0.4 inches by clicking the Submit button. I will now upload my cutting board SVG file into the Glowforge. Once loaded, I slightly adjust the size and center it over the cutting board. I now move to the left side of the app to arrange the 6 processes in the order to reduce dead travel of the printer head to achieve a more efficient engrave time. I now click on the first process, followed by Engrave, then Manual. It is at this point where I can enter in the laser settings. For the speed, I set 675, and for the power, I set it to full. I then go to lines per inch and I change it to 195. I then proceed to enter in the same settings for the other engraved processes. When I get to the rounded rectangle, since this will be used for alignment only, I change its setting to Ignore. Now that I got everything set, I move the cursor to the print button and I press print. This job is going to take 19 minutes and 59 seconds. So let me hit the blue button on the Glowforge and get this engraved job started. Now it's time for the satisfying part. I'm now going to remove the masking off the board. I use small pieces of Gorilla Tape to accomplish this task. The smaller pieces ended up pulling off pretty easily. While removing the masking, I was also inspecting the engraved job, and I was very pleased with the darkness and the depth of the engrave. So the settings I chose for this project were perfect for this board. I will provide the link to this cutting board in the description below. I next grab some alcohol wipes and a small piece of 400 grit sandpaper. I give the entire surface a light sanding to remove any small fragments from the engrave. A quick zoom will show all the small splinters and pieces that the sanding removed. I now grab some canned air to blow off all the dust and splinters off the board. I open up an alcohol wipe to clean the top surface of the board. Once done with the wipe down, I get the canned air to dry the alcohol off the board. The final step to this project is to apply a liberal amount of mineral oil. I'm using a food grade wood and bamboo conditioner and protectant. The application of this oil brings the cutting board to life by adding a nice sheen to the surface. It looks really nice. Well guys, this wraps up another project. This was really quick and took about an hour to complete. This would make a great gift for family or friends. And when you're not using it, you can also use it as counter decor. So finally, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are looking to find a Glowforge, please use my referral code. It could save you up to $500 on your purchase. Again, thanks for watching, and until my next video, have a great day and God bless.